Hi everyone, this is Chronicle. Okay, I will going to talk about the information for the next month event. And then first thing first is, okay, finally the Genesis event is coming to the end. And the next coming event will release at the December next month. And then for the coming month, they will have the reruns of all of the old chapters from chapter 1 to chapter 8. And then only for the normal quest, the AP is half. But the hard quest and the extra quest, everything is per normal. Yeah. And then next is, okay, this next character is considered a normal unit, but for some reason you only can hunt one shot per day, since they are located at the extra mode. But right now they are going to change them into the hard mode section, so that every day you can hunt 3 shots. And then even if you don't have this character, you can transmute when you have 150 shots. So it's actually quite good. And then these are the new K-through group. Okay, basically it's only 2 characters per group. These 3 groups. And then some of the characters here, especially Diluca and Dolusha, have the adjustment. But then stuff, I think she don't have any adjustment. I can't remember. I think don't have. And the rest, they don't have any job plus yet. And then next is this one. The gear capacity. Instead of 2000, it increased to 2500. So not so bad actually. And then next is, okay, finally they are going to release the Kaigan Mastery system. Basically is when you master one character, Kaigan gates or max, it is considered one count. So if you want to unlock the item here, you need to have 1 character max for the level 1. And then for the level 2, for example, you need to have 5 character max, fully max. And then for level 3 is 15 character, and so. And then the higher of this Kaigan Mastery is, the emblem will be changing the color. Like for example, right now it's bronze. So maybe level don't know what is silver, and don't know level what is gold. Yeah, so the higher the better. And then this is the new accessory exclusive for the Kaigan Mastery. And then in order to get this accessory, you need to have Kaigan Mastery level 6. And this accessory is not so bad actually. Well, it increases the bad status resistance and area attack resistance. Okay, but this one property I find that it's quite interesting. And it's considered a rational ability. When your allies getting any types of physical damage, there's a chances of activate this dual recover plus skill activation, and there's no range limit. So this one property is something like rational ability, so it's quite nice. But this accessory only the close range job can be equipped. Like for example, Holy Knight, Dark Knight, Warrior, and Katanova, and so. Basically it's close range attacker, not magic and not shooting attacker. And then next is this accessory. And in order to get this accessory, you need to have Mastery level 11. And then this accessory increases the elemental damage by 18, or elemental damage. And then Metal Jewel plus 40. So it's also quite good. And then this one property is, when your allies getting any types of damage from the enemy will have all elemental resistance down for 3 turns, 100%. And skill attack can be activated as well. But the shooting range is only 4 and the height range is 2. So if the opponent is using the long range attack, it will be useless. But this is actually very good, especially if you are using for the raid boss, so that you can further reduce the elemental resistance and increase your allies' elemental attack. So it's quite nice. But this accessory only the magic job can be equipped, like Priest, Mage, Sage, and Summoner, those characters like Ultima, and then Kravis, those characters. So the close range attacker or shooting attacker cannot be equipped, so beware. And then lastly is this accessory. You need to have Kaigan Mastery level 16. And then it increases all elemental resistance and lowers the jewel cost by 10%. Not bad. And then the weapon property is, when the ally getting any types of damage, there's a chances of HP recover by percentage. And skill attack can be activated as well. And then there's no range limit. So this accessory is also very good actually. And then this accessory only the shooting attacker can be equipped, like Ranger, Gunner, Sniper, Machinery, and those special jobs. So this accessory is not for close range or magic attacker, so beware. Okay, next is, okay, this will be the new coming event. And then with this new character and this Priscilia and Theresa will have the job plus. basically is Holy Spearman and Berserker. Yeah. And then this new character is Mia, and she's a pierce attacker. And then the event quest, and then with the hard mode, extra mode, basically is the boss battle, and so. And then this will be the free event gear weapon for her, and only she can be equipped, so beware. And then this weapon is a lance, and then it increases the physical attack, single attack, and silent resistance, not bad. And then for the weapon ability is, when her HP is below by 50%, she will have physical attack greatly increase plus speed and pierce attack. So basically her overall attack power will be very high if her HP is lower than 50%. And then next is, okay, Mia, and then she is a limited unit, so beware. And with this unit job, and then with the warrior enchant and Holy Spearman enchant. Okay, and then next is her skill. Okay, her move is 4 and the jump is 2. Okay, normal. And then for the main ability set, well, basically it's nothing much for this 3 skill really. But the best part is this last skill. When her HP is lower than 30%, this skill will be 100% activated. And then this skill is a very powerful water pierce attack with property of critical. So basically, I think this skill can be a raid boss skill. Yeah, and you can use 3 times. So basically, she will be using these 2 attacks. This first skill and then this second skill and repeat for 3 times. So I think her overall damage can be very high as a pierce attacker. And then before you use this skill, you can use the third skill first to increase her pierce attack power for 3 times. After that, use this skill for 3 times for the super powerful damage. And then next is, okay, as for the side ability, nothing much. At least she can recover her best status and with the HP regen, not bad. And then also increase her slash resistance, strike resistance, and pierce resistance for 3 turns and move plus 2. Also not so bad actually. And then her rational ability is, when she getting any types of physical damage, and it is 100% first strike ability, and then she will have the physical damage shield up to 2500 for 1 turn. So basically, as long as the damage is lower than 200 and 500, it will be 0 damage forever. So this rational ability is actually quite powerful. Yeah, so that she can easily withstand the enemy's damage. And skill attack can be activated as well, and there's no range limit. But in order to use this skill, her HP must be less than 30%. So it's not so easy to use. So this skill is for emergency. Especially if you want to use her main ability last skill, when her HP is below by 30% to use the double skill. So that she can use this rational ability as well, if the opponent is using any attack on her. But it only applies to the physical damage. And then this supply ability greatly increase her physical attack, and also increase the initial jewel, but reduce her physical defense and magic defense. So basically it's similar with the overdrives. And then for the status up, well, basically nothing much except for the physical attack is super high. So I think with the gears, runes, and mementos, her physical attack easily hits more than 2000. Yeah, I think one of the best physical attacker besides Nimu and Zaha and Suzuka. And then next is the Kaigan gates. Well, basically for this second gate, it is from the warrior job supply ability, and it increases the physical attack and pierce attack, these 2, and with the HP up. And then the deal skill is not so bad, but it's only very good for the pierce attacker, since it increases the pierce attack 20% and all attack 20%, along with the silent resistance and metal jewel, okay. And then for the skill upgrade, basically it's from her main ability last skill. It added extra 100% hit and increased the skill usage. So basically instead of using 3 times, you can use 5 times. Very nice, and it's 100% hit. Okay, next is the 6 gate bonus and the 7 gate bonus. Okay, it increases the physical attack, pierce attack, and master HP. Also very good for her, so that her attack power increase. Okay, next is, okay, Theresa Job Plus from the Berserker Job. Okay, quite cool, the animation. And then with the Alchemy Over, very nice. And then about her main ability is, okay, there isn't any new added skill except for this one. So she only have 3 main ability skills, this 3. And then for this skill and this skill, when her HP is lower than 50%, this skill will automatically activate. And then for the 1 turn, she will have the counter attack damage times 2.5, and with the rebellion effects, and then with this rational ability power up. So basically is for the 1 turn, her counter attack damage increase. Yeah, very nice. And then with the rebellion effects means 100% counter. Yeah, despite of enough the ration ability or ration activation down debuff. Yeah, it's 100% counter attack. And then for this skill, add extra 2 turns rage status and alchemy over. So it's very good for arena and PvP. Yeah, usual. And then for the side ability, well, basically nothing much except that it's a dark elemental attack skill. Yeah, and then with a minor adjustment. And then for the ration ability is it's 100% counter attack with alchemy over, and then you have the dual regen and can be stacked 5 times for 1 turn. And skill attack can be activated plus shooting range 3. So basically this ration ability is similar with her own ration ability, except that the shooting range is only just 3. So if the opponent is using any shooting attack from beyond range of 4, it will not activate. And then this separate ability attack extra physical attack and slash attack, so that it will greatly increase her overall attack power. Okay, next is Priscilia Job Plus from the Holy Spearman. Okay, as you can see this illustration, when she managed to defeat the enemy with the skill attack, this skill will be activated, which is HP regen and dual regen for 1 turn. So basically after when she using this skill, by default she has the dual recover from the dual regen, so it's quite nice. And then for her main ability set is, okay, these 3 skills have the big changes, and all of them have the ability to activate this skill for the HP regen and dual regen. And then for the first skill, it increases her critical rate, and for the second skill, it reduces the opponent pierce resistance plus increase her pierce attack. And then for the third skill, it increases her critical damage. So basically try to use this skill first to reduce the opponent pierce resistance, and then after that this one to increase the critical rate, and then finally this one with a big critical damage on the enemies. Very nice. And then for the side ability, well, basically nothing much. It become a dark elemental attack for this skill, and then this skill added extra dual drain plus property of critical, not really that bad. And then for the ration ability, it's 100% dark counter attack plus property of critical. Yeah, and then along with the physical attack up, and can be stacked 3 times for 3 turns. And the shooting range is +2. So if the opponent is using any shooting attack, it will be useless as well. So it's very good for the close range attack. And then for the survival ability, it added extra if her HP is more than 90%, you have the critical damage up. So this is a must equip, so that her critical damage will be very high, along with the critical buff. And then with the 5th gate upgrade, basically it increases the overall attack power and skill usage, and shooting range, and only damage towards the enemies. Not much, and then you can use 4 times. And then this Vision Clear Award accessory from Theresa Limited Mementos also have a minor adjustment. It further increases her physical attack buff when she getting any types of damage, and can be stacked for 5 times, I think, so that her overall physical attack will be very high. And then next is these 2 characters with the 7 gate, Mineluba and Elukuru. Yeah, and then it increased the physical attack and then slash resistance for Mineluba, and slash attack, HP and pierce resistance for Elukuru. And then only Elukuru have the big adjustment. Mineluba doesn't have any adjustment, so beware. And then for the adjustment, it increased her overall basic status, and then almost all of her main ability have the adjustment. Especially this skill is quite good. Instead of 1 turn, become 3 turns for her jewel consumption reduced to half, 50%. And then this skill added extra 100% hit, also nice. And then this skill is the best. Really, this skill is really the best. Instead of 1 turn, physical attack grading up, become 5 turns, physical attack times 2, 5 turns. Interesting, very nice. And then this last skill power increase for the normal skill and with the 5th gear upgrade. And then for the supply ability, it further increased the HP, initial jewel, and added extra HP regen. Very nice. And then the weapon ability also have the adjustment. It increased the skill power and the shooting range increased to 5, and the height range increased to 3. Also very nice. So I think Elukuru definitely will be very powerful after the adjustment, along with the 7 gate. And then Next is the Kaigan Lasso for the other character, Daisy, Dolusha, Diluga, Diush, Daiselu, Miane, Cheilu. Okay, so these are the 7 characters have the 7 gate plus the status up. Okay, nothing much. I will do the translation at here as usual. And then... Okay, this bit will have the level 20 Kaigan Lasso, added extra magic attack, and this skill, which is water magic attack with bind and cloud down status. And the shooting range is 5, and you can use 2 types. So this skill is a very simple skill with the status attack. And then next is this character will have the adjustment, Daisy, Dolusha, Diluka, and Elizabeth. Yeah, these 4 characters. And then for the Daisy, this skill is from her 5th gear upgrade, and it further increases the fire resistance down for 3 turns. And then this 2nd gate passive, supply ability added extra pierce attack, so that her overall attack power increase. And then for Dolusha, her job plus skill changes from her main ability have the power up, and then for her last skill, dual cost reduce. Okay, nothing much. And then for Diluga, this muscle potential, interesting skill, it permanently increases his HP and can be stacked for 3 or 5 times, I can't remember. And then it increases the metal HP effects. And then for this Mega Muscle Bringer, basically it's from the 5th gear upgrade. Instead of after skill, his physical defense grading up for 3 turns become, before the skill attack, you have the physical defense up first. Then after that, he'll be using the Muscle Bringer for more damage. So basically, this Mega Muscle Bringer become much more useful. But then, other than that, there's no new skill added. Yeah, there's no skill added, and there's no status increase. Too bad. And this supply ability from his 2nd gate, the buff increase. Yeah, all the buff increase. And then for Elizabeth, these 3 skill have the adjustment. And then the best part is her last skill, this one, which is greatly increase your allies' magic attack. And then it removes the cast time. So basically, it's an instant cast. Very nice. Yeah, so it's very good for raid boss as usual. And then for this side ability, this skill, the power increase. Okay, nothing much. And then next is this good skill from the Diluga Mementos, from his 4-star Mementos. He added extra speed up. Yeah, added extra speed up. Since Diluga is really very slow, so by increasing his speed, at least he's not that slow. But then Diluga don't have any other adjustment, no new skill. So nothing much to say about him, besides the minor adjustment. Okay, next is... Okay, this Mementos is for Priscilia and Theresa. And this Mementos is not limited. Very, very good. And then for the BG ability is... It is a moving dark slash attack. And the higher her HP is, the higher the damage is. And then for the 1 turn, her dual cost reduced by half. And the shooting range is 5. And this BG ability is for Theresa. And then for the 2nd BG ability is... When her HP is 100%, she will have shooting resistance and magic resistance greatly increased. And this BG ability is for Priscilia. So this BG ability is very good for arena, like for example from Seda, Eulalia, Ifareto, Ryui, those characters. And even Narrow Soul, those characters, which is using the magic. Very nice. And then when you max break these Mementos, this BG ability skill power greatly increase and greatly reduce the dual cost for 1 turn. Not bad. But then for Priscilia, I think it's really very powerful. It added extra Alchemy effect resistance. It's really very good, especially against the Alchemy Freeze and Alchemy Crush. Very nice. And the best part is, high 10 effects. Means as long as she lets the critical damage, she will automatically recover 20% of her maximum HP. It's really very good. And her counter attack is also a property of critical. Yeah, not just a skill. So basically, I think this Mementos is really a must. If you really want to fully utilize Priscilia, try to get this Mementos. And luckily, this Mementos is not limited. Yeah, very nice. And then along with the good skill that increase the status, and with the max break bonus of HP up and pierce attack. Okay. And then next is Mia Mementos. And this Mementos is not limited as well, so it's also quite good. And the BG ability is, if her HP is lower than 50%, she will have slash resistance, strike resistance, pierce resistance, and shooting resistance up. And then if you max break this Mementos, it greatly increases the resistance for this attack. So it's also very nice. But the best part is, skill usage +1. Very good. So that her main ability last skill you can use for 6 times big damage. So basically, I think if you want to use her for arena, this is almost a must. And then if you want more damage for the raid boss, also a must. And then next is, okay, this Priscilia Award Memento skill armor is from Theresa and Priscilia Mementos. And then only Priscilia, Theresa, and Lamia and Lodi Rubros can be equipped, so beware. And then it increases her metal HP, magic resistance, shooting resistance, and critical rate up. Okay, very good. And then for the weapon ability is, for Theresa, from the start of the map, she will have the 5 times physical damage shield. Very nice. And then for the Priscilia weapon ability, as you can see, there's 2. First one is area dark pierce attack, property of critical, and healing disable status. And during the status, you have dark resistance down and move -2. Also very nice. And then if she manages to kill the enemy with this skill, this weapon ability will be activated, which is HP regen and joy regen for 1 turn. So basically this skill is the same as the main ability skill, it's the same. And then next is this Priscilia Award accessory from Mia. And then only the Nvidia water elemental unit can be equipped, and Lodi Rubros. And then it increases her speed, pierce attack, dash resistance, and initial jewel up. Okay. And then for the weapon ability is, she will activate herself with 7 count first death sentence. And during the status, she will have the all attack ×2. So basically this weapon ability will further increase her overall attack power with her main ability last skill. And then next is, okay, this is a new leader skill for the Rust Story Knights and Nvidia Knights. For this Theresa Mementos, it increases your allies 40% HP, physical attack 40%, counter attack 20%, some versus the Wolf 30%, and some versus the MB 20%. Okay, not really that bad, especially for the counter attacker. And then for this leader skill, it increases the pierce attack 50%, physical attack 20%, speed 10%, and jewel obtain 10%. And some versus the MB and Wolf 30%. So this leader skill is also quite good for the pierce attacker. And then if you manage to have these 2 Mementos, if you max break for 1 time, you have the free release for the Rough Stories and Nvidia. Okay. Okay, next is, okay, this is a new collaboration creator from the Phantom of the Kill. And then she is an ancient killers with this unique job. And then Holy Spearman and Enhancer Enchant job. Okay. And then next is, okay, she is considered a flying unit. Her jump is 999. And then about her main ability, as usual, when you use her attacking skill, when she manages to kill the enemy, this skill will activate. Basically, it's same as the other ancient killers, extra turn. So it's very nice. And then I will not talk about this 3 skill. I only go through about this skill, which is really very powerful for PvP arena. Seriously. Well, it's a 3-hit light shooting attack, and it consumes her HP. Okay, but the best part is, it knocks the defense, it knocks the reflection, it knocks the absorption. This 3. But then this skill is a light attack, and right now there isn't any creator who have the light reflection. So it's only very good for those enemy who have the skill that can reflect the damage. Yeah, skill from skill, physical skill or magic skill or absorb skill. Yeah, either way. And then next is, okay, for the side ability, nothing much. She has the ability to increase the silent status, and then increase your allies, move +2 and light attack, and reduce the enemy critical rate and critical damage for 3 turns. So this is actually very good against the critical attacker. And then the rational ability is, when she getting any types of physical damage, there's a chances of activate this CT up, and skill attack can be activated, and there's no range limit. So this rational ability is quite good. And then for the supply ability, it increases her physical attack, all attack, and shooting range +1. Okay. And then this supply ability is very good for arena and PvP as usual. It reduces the opponent critical rate and critical damage. So it's same as this skill for 3 turns. And then next is the status. When you reach level 99, without the weapon, gear, without the runes or mementos. So her overall status is very balanced. Yeah, very balanced. And the speed can be more than 200. And the physical attack is about 1.5k. Yeah, not bad actually. And then next is the High Gun Gates. Okay, for this supply ability, it's from the Holy Spearman. And I think it added extra all attack and maybe speed, I can't remember. And then for the leader skill, it's very good for the pierce attacker and shooting attacker, whether it's a physical or magic. Yeah, since it doesn't increase the physical attack or magic attack, it increases the all attack for 40% for both, and then with the physical defense. And then for the 5th grade skill upgrade, basically it's from her main ability last skill. It only increases the shooting range and the skill usage. It doesn't increase the skill power, so beware. And then next is the 6th gate, and then the 7th gate with the speed up, physical attack and HP. And then if you have the Solomon and level 60, you have the 100 shots. So it's same as the daily quest. Okay, next is, okay, this is a new added quest for the Phantom Kill. Basically, it added extra this 3 weapon for Solomon, and then it increased her physical attack, healing power, and reduce the HP cost by 5%. Okay, and then for the weapon ability is, it's a 3-hit light shooting attack, and it knocks the enemy defense, but conceals her HP, and then also it knocks the enemy's cover skill, and then for the fighters, it reduces the enemy critical rate and critical damage, and then before the skill activates, she will remove the enemy all types of buff. Very nice. And then the shooting range is 4 but can be extended, and the height range is infinity. Very nice. So this weapon ability is very good for those enemies who like to use the cover skill, and for those enemies who have the high critical damage. And then next is the 5th anniversary quest added. Basically, when you clear the quest, you will get the items. Okay. And then next is, okay, this Solomon Mementos is limited, as usual. And then for the BG ability, it is an area 4-hit light shooting attack towards the enemy's only, but conceals her HP. And then it knocks the enemy ration ability. And then for the 1 turn, her skill dual cost greatly reduced. Okay. And then the AoE is a fan with the shooting range of 4. And then when you max-rate these mementos, the skill power increase and the skill usage increase to 3. Okay, not bad. And then added extra, light unit or attack plus 10, along with the dual cost down and physical attack and so. Okay. And then next is, okay, this is her Vision Grade award you can get from her mementos, and it's an accessory, and all of the Phantom Kill unit can be equipped plus slowly reverse. And then it increases her metal HP, accuracy, healing disable resistance, and strong versus the dark. Okay, quite good, especially it increases the accuracy so that she can easily hit the evasion unit. And then for the weapon ability, which is very good, she will have the physical attack shield up to 10k. So basically, if the opponent is using any skill attack lowers than 10k, it will be 0 damage. So this weapon ability is really very good, seriously, but it only applies to the physical damage, not magic damage, so beware. And then next is the leader skill, where you max-rate the mementos, and it's for the FGG group, and then they will have HP plus 50%, pierce attack 30%, accuracy 10%, and strong versus a grid 40%, and strong versus a slow 20%. Okay, so this leader skill is only very good for the pierce attacker, and with the accuracy up. Okay, very good for arena, evasion unit, as usual. Okay, next is, okay, this is the end of the updates, and I was talking this video about 1 hour plus. Really, I need to stop this. So I will try to get the new creator and then mementos for Halumia and Solomon, these 2. Mementos, I think I will get Solomon mementos first. Yeah, since the Solomon is unlimited. And then later on, I will live broadcast on my gacha result. So see you guys later. And then thank you for watching this video. See ya, sayonara.